So I wanted to make an audio comparison guide discussing the differences between a headset and dedicated mic, or mic and headphone setup from a purely objective standpoint. But you guys don't really need me to tell you that in most cases, a dedicated mic and headphones is objectively the superior option, but there are actually a number of variables that could go into what actually makes it better or not, I guess you could say. So that basically means that both of them at the same time are just as good as the other one is. So a lot of stuff like the space you have available to record, the amount of equipment you have, don't have, need to get, the amount of money you're willing to shell out for that equipment, and whatever you may or may not need to actually make your area suitable for recording. And of course, what you're doing will definitely make an impact on what solution you decide to go with. So we can easily, safely say that both setups have their own clear advantages and disadvantages. However, if you look at it objectively, a microphone is better than like a headset microphone, and a decent pair of headphones will probably be better than what you'd get out of a headset. So yeah, so instead of wasting everyone's time with just me trying to tell you guys why a microphone is better, I decided it would be a good idea to make a series of reviews and or overviews on a bunch of different products in this category. So that means I think I've got like 5 or 6 different headphones, headsets, and at least 2 different microphones to go over. So yeah, so this way I could still build my tech video portfolio while at the same time making some cool audio comparison videos, I suppose. So let's just get right into it. In this first video, I will be going over the SteelSeries 3H V2 compact gaming headset. I goofed. There we go. First off, this headset is tiny. It features a travel-friendly compact design that folds almost small enough to be placed in your pocket. It also features a retractable microphone and what looks to be about maybe a 1 meter orange rubber-coated cable. Right off the bat, I have one issue with it. Oh, it also has 2 3.5mm jacks for sound and microphone. Probably should have said that. Right off the bat, I have one complaint with it. As you can see, if I could grab it at the right place, right here, where the actual jacks and the wire meet, you can see it's reinforced with this rubber like most things are. And kind of right here where that reinforcing meets the wire, it just feels kind of, I don't know, like awkward, kind of janky. Like if you were to accidentally pull it out of your computer in the wrong way, it would probably break off. But anyway, probably not, because I don't tend to do that. As you can also see, it has a, I can't really get this that close to the camera, but it has an on-board little microphone mute, unmute, and a volume control dial. However, as far as I could see, you cannot adjust the actual volume manually through the computer or your speakers if they're plugged in there. So you actually need to turn the dial to adjust your volume, which is kind of annoying. So yeah, so the wire thing doesn't really help for like travel or on the go use. But again, it probably isn't that big of a deal. I'm probably just making a bigger deal of it than it really is. So anyway, on to more stuff. In the box, you'll find, well, a little plastic container thing with a headset and cable nice and bundled up with a twisty tie, as well as a little Y adapter thingy to plug to make it compatible with a phone or tablet, which is really nice because it's a lot better than the current hands-free system I'm using with my phone, and it sounds a lot nicer for phone calls, as well as an instruction sheet and a cool little SteelSeries logo sticker. Now on to the nitty-gritty of the video, because I've spent almost 4 minutes and 30 seconds talking about a headset without actually talking about the actual headset bit itself. So if you're looking for a nice, deep quality headset that enhances the music, brings out sound effects of games like Gone Home or The Evil Within, this is not the product for you. This headset is made for first-person shooters and games like that. A few of the technical details can be found here, but if here's a quick summary. The headphones have a frequency response of around 10 to 27,000 hertz, and it has a 1.2 millimeter cable and features two 3.5 millimeter jacks for sound and mic, as I mentioned some time before. The mic has a frequency response of 50 to 18,000 hertz, features a unidirectional pickup pattern, and has a sensitivity of around negative 40 decibels, or minus 40 decibels, whatever. But above all, the one thing that helps this headset, aside from its insanely affordable price of around 40 bucks, is its portability. It is one of the smallest headsets I've seen in a while, and on the flip side, for a product so portable, there is a distinct lack of carrying pouch, which I have noticed. The Sennheiser headphones that will be in the video after this came with a faux leather carrying pouch. My Razer Black Widow Tournament Edition came with a faux velvet carrying pouch. There was like a piece of hair in my mouth, which is gross. Probably falling out because of stress. I don't know. And I'm pretty sure one of the other products had a carrying pouch. I'm trying to look at this like pile here for another carrying pouch, but I don't think it's there. This is actually my first SteelSeries product ever, and I've heard that a lot of the other headsets and peripherals do come with carrying pouches, so it was kind of disappointing to see that this one does not, considering it seems to be built for portability. But again, it doesn't really matter, because another thing I've noticed is a distinct lack of cable, or at least length of cable. Because, you know, boys, let me just give you a quick word of advice here. The length of your headset cable does actually matter. People will tell you all throughout life that the length of your cable doesn't matter, but in reality it does. And in this case, well, it really limits you to what you can do, you know. So I would have liked to either see a included extension cable or something along those lines, or even a longer cable to begin with. I understand that people who are using this probably will only be using it with laptops or systems that are 1.2 millimeters away from them, like LAN events or something, but it would be at least nice to either have a longer cable or an extension cable. Personally, I had to buy an extension cable. I've had one for like a long time, but I don't know where it went, because my computer's far away from my desk, so this was really difficult to test those products. But yeah, it's not really a make or break type dealio, but it would just have been nice to have, if you know what I'm saying. Anyway, let's just get into this a bit more. Something that having a longer cable would be good for, by the way. Anyways, yes, I've been using this headset for close to 2 weeks now, rather. I've done a lot with it. I've been through a total of 2 progression raids. I've played a full playthrough of Gone Home, half playthrough of Sakura Angels, been through multiple phone calls, Skype calls, TeamSpeak, Mumble, and Vent calls, as well as edited with it, streamed with it, recorded a couple videos with it, and listened to music through the headphones. So I wanted to get the full experience. I wanted to get full 100% use out of this product. I wanted to make sure I use it to its full potential, if you will. The initial break-in period is very uncomfortable, as is with most headphones. It clamps a lot, but at the same time it doesn't. I don't know how I can really explain that. Like, they're tight, but at the same time they're loose. Like, it's really weird. Like again, the Sennheiser headphones that I'm going to review next, I can move my head around and they don't move at all. But these ones, like, they'll stay tight around my ears, but around my head they'll like move around. It's kind of odd, to tell you the truth. It's really awkward and uncomfortable for long periods. However, I do want to say that it has these nice leather padded ear pads that make it kind of comfortable. Once you break them in, they get really comfy, like really nice. And they also help to limit noise bleed to an absolute minimum. Another thing is, I suppose they do for most people, but for me with my massive head and even massiver ears, I don't get full ear coverage, so it does sound kind of awkward. Like, it does let in some outside noise, and I do get a little bit of noise bleed, and on top of that it's uncomfortable, just not engulfing my whole ears like I'm used to. But again, not a make or break thing, because I'm pretty sure most people who would be buying a headset this small have heads small enough to accommodate it. Unfortunately, I do not, and that is, I guess, a problem. The mic is actually surprisingly decent. It seems SteelSeries did not neglect the quality here. It's common for a lot of cheaper and lower end headsets to have pretty low quality mics. Something that upsets me a lot. However, this one is both nice sounding and retractable and small, which is good for a setup like this. So when you set it up properly in whatever program you're using, if you set it up at all, it often cannot be distinguished from a normal mic. In fact, my friends in Counter-Strike and in various Skype calls I was in actually couldn't tell the difference between this and the microphone I typically use for that type of stuff. However, the most important part is how they sound. I can confidently say that the 3HV2 from SteelSeries isn't the best audio solution in the world. The headphones aren't the best sounding in the world, and the mic absolutely isn't the best headset mic in the world. It is most certainly good for its price range and size. Because they do what they're supposed to do, all while being small to fit in your pocket, which is a plus. So I would like to close by saying I like this product, but I also don't like this product. There are a few good things about it, like the design and the ear cushions and the mic, but also a lot of bad things like the lack of extension cable, the short cable, lack of carrying pouch, and the small form factor, as well as a cheap yet sturdy feeling build quality, and the rough break-in period compared to other headphones. It's hard to recommend this product to a lot of people. If you want a portable, more affordable audio solution, don't care too much about sound quality, and like a decent microphone that can be carried and used on the go, then I say go for it. This is the headset for you. It's great for kids even, because kids won't know the difference between this and a high-end headset. So, I mean, it's good. It's a good gift for your gamer kids, I suppose. I wouldn't give it to my kids personally, but that's just me. I only bring this up because a few months ago, a friend of my mom's asked me to recommend a headset for her console peasant son to use on his underpowered game machine, and I guess this will work for that if you don't really... If you already don't care enough to play games on a console with a controller, then why care about audio? Just buy this if you're gonna do that. I'm just kidding. I'm not really that conceited about being a PC master race. However, I am conceited about... I don't know how I can segue into this next bit. I'm conceited about the next videos coming up. In the next video, I will be taking a look at the Sennheiser HD205. That's a pair of headphones. And then I will be using it with my Blue Yeti and a Blue Snowball. So yes, and then after that, I will be reviewing the Razer Electra headphones, and then the Razer Carcarius and Kraken headphones, as well as a Corsair one if I can get my hands on it. And then I will also be reviewing a game that I don't know yet. So yeah, it's in a spreadsheet somewhere on my computer. I gotta pull it up and look, just not right now. So yeah, my name is Anthony from SteamFirst.com. Be sure to check out SteamFirst for all the best news, reviews, videos, and content relevant and all things Valve and Steam. Make sure you subscribe for those next videos, and if you have any way I can improve what I'm doing here, just let me know. I mean, I know my camera's bad and the lighting's bad, and there's like a mess of boxes and tools here. I guess it's just full of wires and SATA cables, and it's really sad. Also, be sure to buy some Steam First t-shirts on the site, link in the description and annotation on the screen, and I will see you guys in the next video. Goodbye!